What's going on, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about how it doesn't end with just the like who likes you. That is great advice, but it doesn't end there. Now, before I even get into this, first of all, this video is specifically for men. I know we have some women on this channel, but this advice is specifically for men because, and I might talk about this a little later in the video, because for women, I believe it's a little slightly different, and I'll explain why. And if we get women in the comments that want me to go deeper into that video, then I will make a specific video for the ladies regarding this. But this is specifically for men. A lot of people say to like who likes you, right? And that usually goes towards men. That's usually like something that men in the dating space say, because obviously, like, women aren't really the ones looking up a whole bunch of dating advice. They are, but actually they really are. But a majority of the men are the ones who are struggling with dating, right? Women struggle with dating as well, but majority is going to be men who are trying to figure out how to do this and how to do that and how to do this and how to do that. And a lot of men dating advice, they will tell you to like who likes you. And this is very good advice. This is like very basic advice though, right? Because a lot of men try to deal with women who don't necessarily like them, right? So now they're gesturing, they're trying to convince the woman to like them. They're doing things that the women who deal with other men who they truly desire don't have to do, if that makes sense, right? So if a woman's dealing with a man who she actually desires for versus a man who she doesn't desire for, that man who she doesn't desire for is usually doing things that the other man who she does desire for doesn't necessarily have to do for her, right? And that's where when men tell other men to like who likes you, that's great advice. But the flip side to that is that once you're dealing with the women who like you, or once you have the notion that you're only going to deal with women who like you then have to decide who you like out of that pool. Now, this may seem basic, but it's really not basic, because if you're gonna say what I'm saying is basic, then you could say that the like you who like women who like you is basic as well. Like, this shit is all basic, right? All the dating advice I give and all good dating advice, for the most part, I don't want to say it's basic, but it's pretty much like logical advice, right? So yes, what I'm saying is logical, but everybody just went off of like logical advice and shit that makes sense in the world. And that's with everything, right? Dating, business, finance, the gym and fitness. Like, you have to tell people certain things that they might forget or that they might not see, because it's the basic shit that gives you the best results in all these domains, right? But anyways, right? So not only do you have to deal with women who like you, yes, but you have to then choose who you like out of those women. And the reason why this is so important is because as a man, right, when you're dealing with the women who like you and you're leveling up and you're getting better over time, like I said in one of my previous videos, in order for you to have $1,000, you have to have 2 cents, right? And I love that phrase, and I made up that phrase because it's a great analogy that you could use for an array of things, right? When it comes to women, in order for you to deal with a certain amount of women, there's going to be women who aren't high quality women that also find you desirable as well, right? So as a man, you can't just be dealing with all the women who like you, because 80 to 90% of the women who like you are usually shouldn't fit your standards, right? They usually shouldn't fit your criteria, right? Your prereqs, whatever you want to call them. You're gonna have women who like you who you shouldn't like back. Where it be they don't meet your physical standards, they don't meet your lifestyle standards, they don't meet your mindset standards, they don't meet your finance. I don't care what type. I don't know what standards you have as a man. You're able to have your own standards. Your standards might be different than mine, right? That's when I talk about having your own program, which I'll make videos about. But these women must meet your standards, right? So you'll hear guys, oh yeah, this woman chose on me, and this woman's choosing, and this woman's choosing. Bro, there's plenty of women who choose on me who I don't pay attention to. I have to choose back, right? A lot of you guys forget this. A lot of you guys, make sure my mic is on. A lot of you guys get so focused on who's choosing on you and who's giving you attention, and but it has to be reciprocated, and it can't just be like her liking you has to be like the bare minimum. Like, it can't even be something to where, like, it has to be a given. You feel me? It's like the advice to like who likes you is like the advice to it's like the advice to like I'm trying to word this in a certain way. Okay, the advice to like who likes you is like the same advice to promote from middle school before you start college. Like, it just has to be a given. It has to be something where it's like, duh. Obviously, I'm going to deal with women who like me. right? A lot of men don't deal with women who like them. So that's why we have to continuously say that. Deal with women who like you, deal with women who like you. But now, once we get beyond that, and I hope that's already drilled into you guys' head, right? Because it should be something that's just so basic. Obviously, I'm not going to try to convince a woman to like me. I'm not going to deal with a woman who doesn't like me, right? But next, you have to decide what women you like out of the pool. Because I'm telling you, once you boss up, the pool of women who like you, who find you desirable, who want your time and your attention and your energy is going to be massive, bro. It's going to be a good amount of women who are vouching for your time and your energy, who would love to have you go on a date with them or spend time with you, whatever it may be. Now you have to choose who you like out of those women. You can't just deal with all the women who like you. You can't just put up with all the women who like you. All right. So I could talk more about that, but I'm gonna end it at that because I don't want this video to be 20 minutes. And again, this is for men, right? But the reason why this would be different for women, and again, a lot of you guys would disagree with this, but I believe, okay, if you were a woman, right? And men probably need to hear this because you could see we're not the same. Regardless of what anybody says, men and women are not the same, right? As a woman, yes, you want to deal with the men who like you, and you want to make sure you like that man back, but at the same time, it's not the same because the woman should be dealing with men who she kind of has to show herself to a little bit. Like, whereas the man is going to be dealing with women who make it super easy for him and stuff like that. I don't believe women should be dealing with men who make it super. I believe the woman more has to earn the man's type of liking and kind of do. The woman is just naturally, I believe she should do a little bit more chasing than the man should do for the woman. Right? I truly believe that. I'm trying to find ways to word it because I know it just sounds crazy, just me saying it just verbatim like that. But the woman kind of wants to have a man that she kind of has to chase a little bit. So it's not really the same, right? Whereas the man is going to deal with women who like him and deal with women who he likes back. The woman should be dealing with men who she likes, and the man should like her, but there needs to be a little bit more chase aspect on that side, right? I believe a dynamic between male and female is at its best when the woman is doing a little bit of chasing for that man's approval and validation and for that man's time and energy and effort, right? A lot of you guys are going to disagree with this, but this is just how I feel. I believe like even biologically is wired in women to want to deal with a man who's a little bit more desirable than she might find him than he might find her desirable. Does that make sense? If that doesn't make sense, let me know in the comments and I'll explain that a little bit more. But the desire has to be a little bit more there for the woman to the man than for the man to the woman. And the funny thing is that women will say, "Oh, I think it's better for the man to desire the woman more than the woman to desire the man." Right? So women try to say it obviously on the flip side because a lot of women say that because they want leverage. For me, I'm not saying that women should desire men more than men desire women because I want leverage. I'm saying that because I objectively believe that to be true. Like objectively. Not like even if I was a woman, I believe I would still have that mindset. Right? And even here's the thing, these women will say, "Oh no, I shouldn't desire him more than he desires me." But then if you look at the actual results, because like another thing that we've always heard, don't listen to what they say, listen to what they do. And that's true across everything, right? If you look at the women that these men are actually attracted to and the women that these men actually give their time and their energy to and the women that these men actually give their mental effort to and put time towards and energy towards, a lot of these women are usually doing a little bit of chasing. It's not the men in their DMs, right? It's not the men trying to set all these dates and always being available. It's the men who are a little bit harder to get, right? And it's not anybody's fault. It's just I literally believe it's the way biology is meant for us. Like the woman finds the man who's a little bit harder to hang out with, or the man who other women are also trying to get. Like she has to do a little bit more effort. I believe that's just how I just believe that's just how shit should be, right? And if you go off of what you actually see, everything lines up for that. So women, yeah, like who likes you, but it's not the same as men to like who likes you. I know I'm talking about a few different things here, but stay with me, y'all, right? Let's recap this video, right? So, as a man, deal with the women who like you, yes, that should be a given. But out of those women who like you, figure out who you like. Don't give all the women who like you your time and your energy. They don't all deserve it. You have to have standards. You can't just deal with women. And the thing is, a lot of men have like no standards and they have no options, and they deal with a scarcity mindset. So any woman who likes them, they're going, right? As like once you've dealt with a certain amount of women, or once you've leveled yourself up, you don't her just liking you is the bare minimum. Like there has to be some more shit to that. I have to like you back. But if you're a man and you're really like at that point right now, then yes, deal with women who like you. But once you start to level up and you're getting an abundance of women who like you must focus on the women that you like as well. You can't give all these women who like you your time and your energy. They don't deserve it. Okay. So that's the first part of the video. And then for the women, because women watch this channel, it's not quite the same for you guys, because I believe you guys are at your element. You guys are in your best element when you like the man a little bit more and you desire for the man a little bit more than he desires for you. Okay. And people could argue with it. People could say that's not fair, whatever, whatever. I'm going off of what I see, and I'm going off of objective facts. These women will get online, and I've dealt with women before, and I've talked to them, even like female friends before, and regardless of what they say, their actions show that they're putting energy and time towards men who usually have more of the leverage in the dynamic. And like I talk about all the time, dating is about leverage. I believe that the dynamic between male and female is at its best for the most part when the male has a little bit more leverage in the dynamic than the woman. That doesn't mean that the woman isn't having standards and she's degrading herself, and that doesn't mean that, because you guys like to take shit to extremes. It just means that the man has more leverage in the dynamic than the woman, right? It doesn't even mean that the man has more money. It doesn't mean that the man has more status. It doesn't mean any of these single things. It just means more leverage. Now, whatever that leverage amounts to, it is what it is. But the leverage has to be on the man's side. I don't want to say it has to be on the man's side, because there's going to be successful dynamics where the woman has the leverage. There will be. But for the most part, I'm talking about the majorities. I'm not talking about these single circumstances. I'm talking about, for the most part, the male and female dynamic is at its best when the male has the leverage, when the woman is desiring the male more, when she's doing a little bit more seeking for his approval and validation and shit like that, and his time and energy, than the man is doing for the woman, right? Because and this is another video. I said I don't want to make this too long, but there's a respect aspect that goes into that, right? And I believe that's part of the reason why. But we could talk about that in another video. I feel like when I put things together, and I definitely want to get better at explaining things. I can say I'm definitely better at explaining things and conversing and articulating myself now than I am when I first started YouTube, but I can see why I could be a little confusing. So I do want to get better at that. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, if you guys want to give me your opinions, go ahead, drop them in the comments, right? Especially if you're not trolling, if you genuinely have like advice, or you genuinely, not advice, if you generally have questions or shit like that, please drop it in the comments. I'll be glad to help you guys, okay? There's Randall Branch Media. If you guys do want to book a strategy call with me, check the first link in the description. I have personalized plans and coachings and programs, and all that will be in the description as well. Follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch. I post daily, okay? And DM me if you guys have any video requests or any reaction videos you guys want me to make. Again, it doesn't end at like who likes you. That's elementary shit, okay? Yes, like who likes you. And we have to say that because you guys keep on dealing with women who don't like you. But after you fix that, you must also start to deal with, okay, most of these women who like me, or yeah, I could say most, right? Most of these women who like me, I'm not really trying to fuck with. And again, there's nuance to this, right? There's nuance to this, because I also believe that your options reflect you. Your options reflect you. I believe life reflects you. So before you even comment this, I know somebody's gonna be thinking about this. Randall, I thought if you boss yourself up, you boss your options up, and you know, life reflects you. So the woman that you attract reflects you. That is true. But just because the woman that you attract reflects you, doesn't mean that there's not more women who like you, right? So as a man, you will, I don't want to make this video long, but fuck. As a man, you will attract, once you boss up and level up, you will attract high quality women. But like I say, in order for you to have $1,000, you have to have 2 cents. So in order for you to attract those quality women, those women who aren't of quality, who won't fit your standards, will also find you attractive too. You have to be able to say no to them, because they will find you attractive. But the idea of we're just gonna like who likes us, that's everybody. That's all the women who likes us. That's, oh, she looks at me, I'm a fuck, bro. get the choosing signals and don't choose back. You have to do some choosing once you become a man who's attracting a multitude of women. Okay, you can't just choose all the women who choose you. It doesn't work like that. You must choose women who fit those standards, and you must ignore the ones that don't. So like the woman who likes you will fail if you don't understand this. This is just very elementary information for men who are looking to improve their dating life. Again, I'm gonna end this video here because I start just going, bro. I just start going. So I'm gonna end this video here. Book a strategy call. If you guys need help with a specific situation, I'll have dudes, right? Because I'll give, like, this basic advice, but I have dudes who want to get advice and help about a specific relationship with a woman or with something. If you guys want to book a strategy call for a relationship help or even mindset, fitness, any type of help with self-development, then check the first link in the description. Again, follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch. This is Randall Branch Media. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace.